So, we have to remember our periodic table. There is a staircase in the periodic table. What does the staircase separate? What from what? Metals and non-metals. These are the metals. These are the non-metals. Now, a metal will combine with a non-metal. Why? Because the metal loses the electron or doesn't want it. The non-metal wants the electron or gains it. Does that make sense? One should lose, one should gain. Only then they come together and they bond. Does that make sense? Two metals, both of whom want to lose electrons, will not bond. Similarly, two non-metals, well, they do make covalent compounds. We'll come to that later. Okay? So, right now we are still in ionic compounds. So, here is when you predict products. So, any chemical reaction, yes, you can take the chemicals, you can burn them, you can do stuff with them in the lab. But that's not the point. The point of learning chemistry is that you can predict even without doing the reaction. Does that make sense? So, fluorine. Where is fluorine on the periodic table? It's a non-metal. I'm going to write fluorine in red because it's a non-metal. Are you with me? Now, it's combining with zinc. Zinc is a metal, but zinc is combined with chlorine or is chloride, which is a non-metal. Element plus a compound. What kind of reaction is this? It's a single replacement reaction. It's a single replacement reaction. Now, in a single replacement reaction, one easy way to remember, with no offense to any student or their preference when it comes to relationships, all right, with no comments on that, strictly talking from a point of view of chemistry, let me say you cannot put two non-metals together or two females together. You can only pair a metal with a non-metal when you predict products. Does that make sense? I remember teaching single replacement reaction as saying your best friend stealing your date. This is a couple. Correct? This is a couple and this is a single. When they switch, what will the products be? What will the products be? Who did I leave off with? I think I moved stone. I need you to predict products. Zinc was going out with chlorine. What will the product be now?
Zinc chloride.
Very good. Zinc chloride plus what will be now alone or single? Chlorine. Did we understand how to switch? Can we put fluorine and chlorine together in the product side? No, we cannot do that. Now we can write the reaction down. How do we write fluorine? What is the symbol? Do we just write F? Will that be correct? It's F2. It's a diatomic element. We cannot forget formula writing. Zinc is a +2, chlorine is a -1. What is the formula for zinc chloride? ZnCl2. What is the formula for zinc fluoride? Zinc is a +2, fluorine is a -1. ZnF2. What is the formula for chlorine? Cl2. And the equation is already balanced. Did you understand how I predicted product for a single replacement reaction? Did everybody understand this? We're going to do one more. Sodium is a metal. It's reacting with iron, Roman numeral 3, phosphate is the polyatomic ion to which it is attached. Bethlehem, what will the products be? Sodium phosphate, very good. Sodium will now combine with phosphate, and what will be by itself? Iron, very good. Iron will be by itself. Are we good? Only it's getting recorded. You can go home and study. You should get prepared. All right? It is recording right there.
Yay. Right now.
There is no image. Only this board will get recorded. And my voice will get recorded.
Oh,
Okay?
Our voice is working with me.
Yes, your voice will get
Hi,
recorded
Daniel.
too. Okay? So now, how do I write sodium? Sodium is Na. Iron, what is the charge on iron? It says iron 3 phosphate. It's a plus 3. What is phosphate? Minus 3. So what will happen to the plus 3 and the minus 3? They will cancel out. So what will be my formula for iron phosphate? FePO4. It's an 8. Don't forget that. Sodium is a plus 1. Phosphate is a minus 3. Which side will you multiply? Sodium by a 3. So what will be the formula? Na3PO4. How will I write iron? Fe. Are we good? Now sodium is a 3 on the product side, and in order to balance, I will include a 3. Are we good? You understand this? Okay? Now, let's do the next one. Okay? This is sodium sulfate. Sodium is the metal. Sulfate is attached to it. Magnesium is the metal, and chloride is attached to it. It's a compound. Compound plus compound. What is the type of reaction? Double replacement. How will you predict products? Outsides will combine. Draw the arrow. Which will combine with what? And insides will combine. Look at the direction of the arrow. Are we good? So, Evan, what are the products? Very good. Sodium, chloride. And what is the other product? Very good. Magnesium sulfate. Very good. Now we have to start writing formulas. Mag, charge on sodium. Plus 1, charge on sulfate. -2, which side are you multiplying? Sodium. So what will be the formula for sodium sulfate? Na2 SO. Oh, don't change the number of hands. Don't tell Ms.Geeta has 1 hand or 3 hands. I only have 2 hands. Sulfate has how many hands? 4. Don't change that number. Okay? Daniel, charge on magnesium.
2.
Chlorine.
1.
So which side are you multiplying?
Chloride.
So what is the final formula for magnesium chloride?
MgCl2.
Very good. MgCl2. Justin, charge on sodium. Charge on chlorine. -1. Formula for sodium chloride. NaCl. Hal, charge on magnesium. Charge on sulfate. Formula for magnesium sulfate. MgSO4. Do we understand? We just predicted products and wrote out an equation for the reaction that is happening. Did you understand where we are going? Okay? I would like you to do the next one by yourself. Write down silver nitrate and sodium chloride. Remember, outsides and insides switch. Switch the outsides with the insides and write out the products. Audrey's going to help me do that, right? Because she's trying right now, right? There you go. All right? Outsides and insides. You've got to try.
Do you have packs? You're packing your backpack. Do you have to go somewhere? Then there's just in case.
Okay, good. Audrey, how will it combine? What will combine with what? Here, do the arrows first for me. What are the arrows? How will the arrow go from what to what? Very good. And then from? Okay, so what are the products on the other side? Silver. Chloride. Very good. Plus sodium nitrate. Very good. Now we are going to write formulas. What is the charge on silver? Silver is always, always, always +1. Nitrate is what? -1. It's right there on the board. +1 -1 will cancel. So what will be silver nitrate formula? AgNO3. AgNO3. Sodium is a +1. Chlorine is a -1. So what is the formula for sodium chloride? NaCl. Again, silver is a +1. Chlorine is a -1. What is the formula for silver chloride? AgCl. Sodium is a +1. Nitrate is a -1. The formula is NaNO3. Did we understand? Is that easy? Okay, let's come to synthesis reaction next. How do we predict? Sodium is the metal. Oxygen is the non-metal. What do you think sodium and oxygen will combine and give Angel? Sodium plus oxygen will give Angel? Sodium plus oxygen will give sodium oxide. It will give sodium oxide. Are we good? So how do I write sodium, Angel? What should I write for sodium? Na. How should I write oxygen? O2. Very good. Now I have to write sodium oxide formula. What is the charge on sodium? Oxygen is a -2. Which side am I multiplying? Sodium. So what is my formula? Na2 Na2O. It's not balanced, correct? So what will I write here? I will to balance oxygen, I'll put a 2 there and I'll put a 4 there. And my equation is balanced. Are we good? Do we understand this? Okay, let's go to the other side. We are doing, well, this is blocking my way. So what is the substance? It is, let me actually push this up. So it's barium plus nitrogen. Is that right? So barium is the metal. Nitrogen is the non-metal. So who's next? For 2, what will it get? Barium plus nitrogen will give barium nitride. It will give barium nitride, IDE. How will I write barium? For 2. Barium symbol is Ba, correct. Ba is the symbol for barium. How will I write nitrogen? 2. And 2, it is diatomic. Okay? What is the charge on barium? Barium is 56. Plus 2. Charge on nitrogen. Minus 3. So how do I multiply? By 3 and by 2. So what will be my formula? Ba 3 and 2. Now nitrogen is balanced, but the barium is not balanced, so that will be a 3. Did we understand? Okay, now you're getting into decomposition reaction. So Carola, I have calcium oxide. What do you think it will break apart into? Very good. It will break apart into calcium and oxygen. How do I write the formula for calcium oxide? What is the charge on calcium? Plus 2. Oxygen is a? So what is the formula for calcium oxide? O, right? CaO. How do I write calcium? Ca. How do I write oxygen? O2. My oxygen is not balanced, so I need to write a 2 there, which means my calcium will also become a 2, and that will be a 1. Are we good? Vanadium 2 chloride, Victoria. What will it break apart into? Vanadium 2 chloride will break apart into what? Vanadium and chlorine. It will become vanadium and chlorine. Okay? So now, its vanadium's charge is what? What is it given? Plus 2, correct? What is the charge on chlorine? So which side are you multiplying? So what is the formula for vanadium chloride? V Cl2. How will I write vanadium? V. How will I write chlorine? Cl2. It's diatomic. And it's already balanced. Correct? Now, this substance, CH4, You kids may or may not know this. This is methane. Write that down. Is combining with oxygen. Anytime there is oxygen, what is the type of reaction, Wally? It is Wally. It is anytime there is oxygen on the reactant side, it is what type of reaction? Combustion. What are the products of a combustion reaction? It's on the board. What are the products of a combustion reaction? It is always product. Will be
dioxide,
and water. It's always going to be carbon dioxide and water. And now I just have to complete writing out the equation. Once I recognize there is oxygen, I can write the products down. Do you understand? And now I just have to write the equation down. Carbon dioxide plus water. And this equation is hard to balance. Okay? Remember, combustion reactions are difficult to balance. So carbon will be a 1, hydrogen is a 4, so I need to make that a 4. Is that right? Now oxygen. How many oxygens from carbon dioxide? 2 plus how many oxygens from water? So total is 4. I need to make it a 4 on this side. So what will I multiply by? 2. And my equation is balanced. You want to do the last one yourself? You should. It is a combustion reaction. Write out the products and complete the reaction. Okay? So it's ethane plus oxygen. What are the products of a combustion reaction again? Carbon dioxide and water. And water. Now ethane, the formula is already given. How do you write oxygen? O2. Carbon dioxide is CO2. Water is H2O. How many carbons on this side? 2. So what is the number here? How many hydrogens? 4. So what will you multiply by? 2. So how many oxygens from here? 4. How many oxygens from here? 2. What is the total? 6. Right? What will you multiply this side by? 3. Now, we're going to practice, all right? So I can